Hey guys, welcome back to Believe Butterflies Tarot. This message here is from my water sign collective. Just going to check in on your energy to see what it is that I can find, to see if I can help you guys out with anything that is going on, okay? So for starters here, we have intimacy, perspective, we have past life. Now, this overall energy that I'm picking up on presently is that you were getting to know someone, okay? Where there was a lot of bonding between the two of you, a lot of passion, a lot of intimacy, a sensual connection, you know, where you were talking to somebody back and forth, a lot of texts that were going on, but I feel like something dropped out very quickly, all right? And also, it's because of a perspective shift on your part. I feel like you just may be in this energy of saying, yeah, we had a good time, but I'm better off without you. I'm in a better, clearer headspace. So maybe this person did a 360 while you were dealing with them, or they just reminded you of like a past life lesson that you have already learned while you were here. You know, something just has gotten to the point where it was just too familiar to you, like deja vu or repeated patterns of certain things where you're just like, I'm not dealing with another karmic lesson. Yes, we had a good time. Yes, it was nice. It was fun, but something happened. You know, I feel like something just happened. All right. And you stepped off. So, you know, this is somebody who misses you. You know, they miss the intimacy with you. They're sad, hurt, they're upset. But I feel like you really shifted very quickly in a different direction. I don't know how long you may have been dealing with this person, but you're not going back to what you have dealt with from past connections as well. Like, again, something just seemed to come out of the blue where you just recognized it very quickly and just said, no, I'm not repeating a pattern. You know, this is too similar to what I've already been through, or, you know, too close to some sort of hurt maybe. But you're just saying no. So this could have been a karmic that you were dealing with. And again, something triggered you to just go in a different direction from them. All right. Love on the brain. This is somebody who has a lot of love for you still. Very sad and hurt that you walked away from them. They're still fantasizing about you, nostalgic about the intimacy that the two of you have shared, or the conversations, or, you know, the fun times, the good times. But groupie. Okay, maybe that was the problem. Maybe that was the problem right there. Maybe there was somebody where it's just like, yeah, we had a good time, but they couldn't let go of options, or they were always entertaining, you know, certain individuals, or maybe there were certain people that, with whatever it is that they did, I don't know if it's a career, or maybe this person gets a lot of attention, or, you know, maybe they're just like very social, and you're just like, okay, well, if you make me feel like an option, I'm going to leave, you know, or I'm not putting myself back into a situation that makes me feel that I'm an option. You know, I'm not going to continue to deal with a person who has many people that wants to fawn over them, and they crave that attention. You know, maybe you don't want somebody who's in that energy of always wanting attention, you know, because yes, that doesn't show the seriousness of what they truly want with you. You know, this could have also been a person who just acted very aloof. Oh, that's just somebody I know. Oh, that's just a friend. Oh, that's, you know, not anything you should worry about. But I feel like a trigger happened. A trigger definitely happened. And you may have felt like this person was just very self-absorbed within themselves. Very self-absorbed with the attention that they would always receive. And it's like, yeah, it was good when we're together. But when we're not, I feel like it's just like, what are you doing? You know, I feel like you didn't want yourself to go down that rabbit hole of doubt, and you weren't going to put yourself in a situation that made you doubt it, to a place where it's just like, is this person dealing with someone else? Is this person, you know, again, those karmic lessons, repeated patterns. I feel like the pattern revealed itself to you, and you chose to step back. You chose to, you know, walk away. All right, the Six of Cups. Water signs, that's you. The Six of Cups. Is this person still living in their past era of whatever their mental mind is? You know, no matter how old they are. Are they still living in a place where they're unable to move forward? Are they still living in a place where they're just not truly ready for a serious relationship? You know, it's almost just like, you know, where is this person? I feel like that's that doubt. Like, where are you with us? I feel like it was too many questions that were arising that you didn't want to deal with, or that trigger is, I was here before when I had to question someone or even think about questioning someone, and it didn't make me feel good, and I'm just not going to do it, you know? Yeah, the Nine of Swords. I'm just not going to do it. So, you know, I feel like the energy lacked after a while. Like, it stopped being fun. It stopped being playful. It stopped being all about you and the connection with the person. And I feel like right now you're just like, I'm not going to stress myself out. I'm going to release the worry. You know, I'm going to release what tried to stress me out with a person or what tried to bring me inner turmoil. I'm just not going to allow myself to get back into deep-seated fears again with connections if it does not make me feel good. I'm just not. So if you feel like you're doing right by yourself, I can only say then do right by yourself, because perspective here is saying I'm better off without this. I don't want the stress. You know, I don't want somebody who's stuck in a life or a mental lifestyle where they're not going to take me seriously, or things aren't going to grow because I'm serious. You know, I feel like you guys are just really protecting your peace right now. Yep, Queen of Cups. There you are. There you are. There you are. Yeah. You guys are saying, man, look, I'm calm, I'm nurturing, but I'm healing. I'd rather continue to focus on my healing and becoming better as a person. I'm just not going to allow myself to be emotionally imbalanced because I have a good vibe with someone. Vibes are just vibes, you know. Vibes are just vibes. Yeah. You're just saying, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to deal with, you know, anything that makes me feel like I'm unwanted. I have enough self-love for myself. I have enough self-care for myself. Yeah, so you ended up hurting somebody's ego because I feel like they're so used to getting the attention that they want, even though they may have had something special with you, all right? They're so used to getting the attention that they like or that they crave. And I feel like if I'm talking to the adult water signs, you know, like myself, I'm not a water sign, but the mental of an adult, that's not something that flies. Okay, that's definitely not something that flies with me, because yeah, you can get the hell on. Okay, get the hell on. You want to play, you want to have fun, there's the door. Like, fuck are you talking about? There's the door. And I feel like you guys are in, like, you know, this emotional intelligence about yourself where you're not going to allow yourself to, again, go down that rabbit hole of repeated patterns of karmic cycles and lessons, because you have worked so diligently and have worked so hard on yourself to get past a point of playing games in the age that we are now. Okay, the age that we are now, or the mental mind that we're in right now. It's like, yeah, no. So, you know, this person's ego got in the way of the relationship, obviously. As clear as day, that's what happened. But you have so much love for yourself, it's not going to affect you, obviously, because, you know, you've been there, done that. It's like once you've been there, done that, nothing really affects you the way that it once did. It doesn't put you back into that scattered energy because, again, we're old, or we're older, or, you know, you guys just have been through enough of it where you're just saying, no, it's okay. Thank you, but no thank you. You know, door. So you stop giving this person attention that they wanted, and they feel a way about it, but their ego. You know, get rid of the ego. Get rid of the damn ego. And that's the problem with this world. Nobody wants a true solid relationship anymore. You know, I mean, well, there's some of us out here that do, honestly. So I'm not going to say everybody. No, I can't group us all in. The world right now, which is very egotistical with attention and photos and looks and, you know, things that are just for the moment. But yeah, you're not falling for it. You're not falling for it. This ego-based thinking, you're just not falling for it. So you're going to focus on yourself and move forward like I feel you are. And it was a good time. It was a good run. But I feel like you guys are like, I'm out. Thank you, but no. So that is all I have for you, my water sign collective. And again, I hope this helped you guys out in some